I thought that the Runaways is a wonderful tribute to a group of women that really now our generation, well, your generation or younger people don't know much about it. Was this something that interested you about the story?
Yeah, because I mean the movie is, as soon as I saw the script, The Runaways, and I knew that it was revolving, I mean it was sort of where, I knew that obviously it said Joan Jett was the role, and I was like, what is that? And at the end of the script, I just thought that it was like, and at the end of listening to the music, I thought that it was sort of, I didn't understand why people didn't talk about them and know about them more, and so that was one of the things, I mean, that made me really want to do the movie.
Joan and Cheri, they come from very difficult backgrounds. Do you think that the fact that they come from different backgrounds made them build up this kind of family away from the biological family?
I mean, definitely, they just were kind of girls that were, Cheri especially just left school, left her family, and just went on tour, and she came from kind of a difficult background, but at the same time, she was just kind of your average valley girl at that time, and Cheri had always kind of been living in her twin sister Marie's shadow, so for her to kind of step out and like be her own person was a big deal for her.
When it comes to portraying someone who's a real person in someone's life, did you confront this fact differently than if it was a fictional character?
Yeah, and this was the first time, I think, for both of us that we've played a real person, and it's a completely different experience. The pressure is different. I mean, there's always a self-inflicted, there's always like a sense of responsibility because you love something so much and that's why you do it, but this isn't ours, and it usually is a personal thing. You usually sort of own your character and nobody else really owns it more than you, and in this case that was not, it wasn't the same way.
How natural it came to both of you to build up this very realistic friendship. I don't know if you knew each other from before, but it felt very
it's really funny.
Close and...
Yeah, well, we met each other before because I did a few days on New Moon. But yeah, I think it was pretty instant friendship. I don't know, what do you think?
We're getting all sort of like shy about this, that's fine. No, like, we had met a couple times, and like as soon as you really like the same thing, I mean that's probably the first thing that like gets you, that's something that you always share with an actor, but when you can actually be friends, it instantly makes everything so much more natural and better and easy and more fun anyway, so we had a good time.
Gloria's a director. She has a very interesting background. She's Italian-Canadian. Her family are opera singers. Mm-hmm. Do you think her background brought something different into this story and what it is? Her approach as a director, basically, what was your experience with that?
I mean, Floria's definitely got like a very independent, like an individual spirit, which is like probably why she was drawn to this. So I guess everyone's background would inform why they are drawn to certain projects, and so she's artistic and she makes, you know, she's visually like really like pretty innovative and awesome, so.
Yeah.
How much is this a story of hope and redemption?
I mean, I think for my character, it's definitely a story of hope. I mean, she makes the choice kind of to end her career in a way, to end this period in her life, because she knew that if she continued on this path, she was probably not going to live much longer. She just wasn't equipped for this lifestyle. And so, yeah, I mean, I think it's definitely, for her, a story of hope, of moving on to something new.
Yeah, I think it's like, I think it's mostly like perseverance, because it's very much, I mean, they own their own, it's not like hope, oh, I hope everything works out. It's like, I'm going to make it work out. Like Joan, you know, once the Runaways, this isn't something that the story, you know, tells, but she like goes on to, I mean, when the Runaways broke up, she starts her own record label 2 years later, but it was a really tough 2 years. Like, I think it's just about like going, even though everyone's telling you to stop.
Wonderful. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Take care.